26 years of age. Canelo is all of 22 years of age. And I don't know who negotiated what on the catch weight, but I was surprised and impressed that Floyd did take this fight. I thought he might run from this fight the way he clearly ran and ran and ran from the Pacquiao fight.
All right. That's enough. E-King Fight News, calling out hypocrisy when he sees it. And Skip Bayless is just full of it, man. He's just full of that shit that just makes you cringe when he starts to talk boxing, man. It's ridiculous. Man, do you actually want to hear... Sorry, guys. Do you actually want to hear what Skip Bayless said about the Floyd Mayweather fight? Because he basically said Floyd Mayweather will duck Canelo Alvarez, straight up. He said he would duck him. He said he'd think of some fucking excuse to use. And they referenced Manny Pacquiao like a blood test is an excuse. And fucking Skip Bayless, Pacquiao is going out there asking for drug testing now. So what the fuck do you have to say about that? Nah, no comment. Yeah, that's fucking right. But Floyd Mayweather takes literally the toughest, most dangerous fighter that he can take right now. The fight that the people want to see. He takes that fight and you give him zero credit other than his first, other than 3 words saying you were surprised and impressed. And then after that he goes in on catchweight bullshit. He's like, Stephen A., how, from your sources, did you find out who offered the catchweight? Was it Mayweather? Was it Canelo? And Stephen A. says, well, Dan Rayfield, Dan HBO cocksucker Rayfield, went ahead and said Mayweather asked for it first, and then, Canelo already spoke on it, and he said basically, Mayweather asked for 150, he asked for 154, and they met in the middle. 152, what? Canelo came in at 153 against Austin Trout, that's not mentioned. Skip Bayless needs to shut the fuck up, man. How many times does this guy have to talk boxing? I hope they do not do another segment of this until Floyd whoops his ass. I swear to God. I swear to God. Because what else do they have to talk about? Now they got to talk about predictions. But guess what? ESPN is aligned with HBO, so they might fucking just try and ignore the fight unless Floyd Mayweather does something stupid and they can criticize him for. Because that's where every time they fucking do this stunt, it's Floyd Mayweather getting criticized by Skip Bayless and Stephen A. defending him. And whenever there's really nothing to talk about, like the last fucking episode, Stephen A's coming on acting like he's afraid of Canelo, and he's giving fucking, Skip Bayless something to talk about. It's fucking ridiculous, man. They gotta take these guys off ESPN. Man. Go back to OTR or some shit. I don't know, man. Put them on around the horn. I don't know, man. It's fucked up. But you actually want to hear Skip Bayless say he's impressed and then fucking criticize Mayweather again and again. It's like, what did he went on to say that Mayweather criticized Pacquiao for taking so many catch weights, and he did. How many? He had three catch weight fights. This is Mayweather's first, well, technically second, but he kind of blew off Juan Manuel Marquez the first time on that catch weight. And you know what? Saul Alvarez can do the same, except he'd have to hand over a large sum of money considering his purse, because all that shit's percentages, and that might be in the contract. So, Canelo's already said he's okay with the weight. He's got no issue with it. And, once you say that, then it's all good, really. If he could say, this weight's fucked up, I'm going to have to kill myself to make it, it's some bullshit, then maybe we can argue. But he's going around saying it's all good. So, it's fucking all good. That's what it is. The thing is, it's not going to look good for the history books, because these titles were on the line, but on the second hand, it's a same-day weigh-in. So if we go back to the same-day weigh-in, Canelo's going to be way over 154.
I thought he might run from this fight the way he clearly ran from the Pacquiao fight. All this bogus blood testing, blah, blah, blah. Here's the point. When I finally read down in the story, they did agree upon a catch weight. Now, I don't know. Maybe if your sources within the money camp are right about this, did Canelo just beg for the fight at any weight, so he agreed to or actually proposed the catch weight? Go ahead.
Well, let me say this to you. Dan Rayfield is our boxing writer for ESPN. He's exceptional at what he does.
You got it.
He said that, his story said that Floyd asked for it.
He did.
I'm telling you, Floyd's camp is saying Canelo asked for it.
Okay.
I don't know. And I certainly don't want to refute anything that the respected Dan Rayfield has wrote.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what Floyd's camp told me. That's all I want to say.
For our viewers who don't understand catch weight, a catch weight is a negotiated, hard and fast, agreed upon weight that the two fighters agree upon that's not the traditional weight limit for a class. In this case, it would be 154. Right. They have agreed hard and fast 152. And that means that even after the weigh-in, that Canelo cannot all of a sudden try to bulk back up, try to tank back up and get, add 6 or 8 more pounds that his frame will carry by fight time. You have to stay at 152 all the way up to fight time. So this is big advantage for the smaller Floyd in this fight. So I don't know, again, I would be with Dan on this one. I would think that Floyd would push for the catch weight.
Well, that's fine, but here's the deal. Floyd is really a 147-pound fighter. He's fighting at 152. He has fought at 154 before, but that's not really his weight.
Yeah.
Now, some people, to me and you, it sounds like, what's the big deal? It's 2 pounds. The flip side to it is that the boxers think it's a very big deal, and it's their profession, so I'm going to respect that.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to mess with it. It's clearly a huge deal. But again, unlike Pacquiao, to me, this fight proves somebody else was in the way. I don't know if it's Bob Arum or anybody else. I'm not that knowledgeable about the inner workings of the business of boxing. I know the fight game, but not that game in regards to boxing. And all I'm saying to you is, if this dude is Canelo Alvarez is a knockout artist. This is a big boy, okay?
Big boy.
And he's young and powerful and big.
Yeah.
And so, to me, if you're willing to get into the ring with him, all right, then clearly you aren't scared of Pacquiao. That's number one. Number two, if you're willing to get into the ring with him, and it was made relatively easy because Alvarez is a Golden Boy Promotions fighter, then that showed that the promotional arm for Pacquiao played a far bigger role, Skip, than you were willing to acknowledge.
Time out, Stephen A. Skip, you agree with that? He wasn't afraid of Pacquiao if he's willing to get into the ring with Alvarez?
Here's my point. Bottom line, Kerry and Stephen A. Floyd Mayweather constantly ridiculed Pacquiao year after year for demanding catch weights before his fights against other opponents. Now it's clear to me that Floyd is a little afraid. I'm not going to say he's scared to death, but he's a little afraid of a bigger and I think badder man in Canelo. So again,
whoa. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute, Skip. This is boxing here. Let's be clear about something. There is absolutely nothing wrong with having an elevated level of concern. Now, that don't mean you scared, but listen, Skip, you were there to rumble in the jungle with Ali and Frazier. You walked.
Yeah.
I'm saying you walked in there. You walked in there with people literally crying, scared for Ali's life because of how menacing George Foreman was. So what I'm saying is, there's nothing. This is boxing and basketball or baseball or something. This is a dude coming in to knock your head off. You have a right to be concerned, but as long as you're willing to step into the ring and you have the requisite skills to outbox him and beat him, which is what Floyd obviously believes, then you got to give him some credit for that, Skip. Come on now.